For months, the Outlander fandom had been holding its breath. Whispers of cancellation, cast departures, and behind-the-scenes exhaustion spread like wildfire across social media. Many feared it was over, that Season 8 would be the final chapter for Jamie and Claire Fraser, the couple that had redefined television romance. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, came the news no one dared to hope for. It's official, the headline blazed across every entertainment outlet. Heughan and Caitriona Balfe are returning for Outlander Season 9. The internet erupted within minutes. Twitter timelines turned into celebrations, Instagram flooded with fan art, and YouTube channels lit up with reaction videos titled, "They're Back." After nearly a decade together, Sam and Caitriona's chemistry had become more than acting. It was a shared history, an emotional legacy that millions felt personally connected to. Their return didn't just mean another season of Outlander. It meant the continuation of something deeply human, a story of love, resilience, and time itself. The announcement came through an official Starz statement that read like poetry to fans' ears. Jamie and Claire's story is far from over. Alongside it was a new photo, the two stars standing side by side, older, wiser, but with the same unmistakable spark in their eyes. The caption below said simply, "Home again." It was enough to send fans into a frenzy. Within an hour, hashtags like #Outlander returns and #Jamie and Claire forever were trending worldwide. But what made this comeback even more powerful was the uncertainty that had preceded it. Just months earlier, both Sam and Caitriona had spoken about how challenging Season 8 had been, emotionally, physically, and mentally. The grueling filming schedule, the constant travel, and the weight of carrying one of television's most beloved franchises had taken its toll. Caitriona had hinted that she was ready to focus on directing and her family life, while Sam, who had launched his own whiskey brand and several side projects, seemed poised to explore a different chapter of his career. That's why the news hit differently. It wasn't just a return, it was redemption. "I honestly thought it was goodbye," one fan wrote on Reddit. "But seeing them back together feels like getting a piece of our hearts returned." Entertainment insiders reported that negotiations between Starz and the lead actors had been ongoing for months. There were creative discussions about the direction of the story, the tone of the new season, and how to honor both the source material and the fans' emotional investment. The production team, aware of the immense expectations, promised that Season 9 would be the most intimate and emotionally charged chapter yet. When the official trailer teaser dropped, only 15 seconds long, it broke records for the series' online engagement. It opened with a haunting shot of the Scottish Highlands, mist rolling across the hills, and Caitriona's voice whispering, "After all we've endured, can love truly survive time itself?" Then, Sam's voice followed, "We'll find out, together." Those two lines were enough to bring longtime fans to tears. Behind the excitement, there was a deep sense of gratitude. For many, Outlander had been more than just a show. It was a comfort, a journey through love, pain, history, and healing. It connected generations of viewers, from young fans discovering it on streaming platforms to older audiences who had followed the story from Diana Gabaldon's novels decades ago. Seeing Sam and Caitriona return wasn't just about nostalgia, it was about trust. The kind of trust that forms between actors and audience when stories become personal. Even the stars themselves seemed overwhelmed by the outpouring of love. Sam posted a heartfelt message on social media, writing, "You've all waited patiently, and we've missed you too. Season 9 is coming, and it's something truly special." Caitriona echoed his words hours later, posting a behind-the-scenes photo with the caption, "Every journey leads us home. Thank you for waiting for us." Within minutes, her post hit over 1 million likes. Still, one question lingered among fans. What convinced them to come back? What changed their minds after months of speculation that they were done? That question, and the story behind their emotional decision, would soon become the most talked about mystery in television. But for now, the excitement was pure, unfiltered joy. As the fandom celebrated, one thing was clear. The magic of Outlander wasn't fading. It was being reborn. The story that had taken viewers through centuries, across battles, heartbreaks, and impossible reunions, was ready for one more breathtaking chapter. And at its heart, once again, stood Heughan and Caitriona Balfe, the timeless duo who had turned fiction into something that felt undeniably real. For fans around the world, this wasn't just a return to a TV show. It was a reunion with two characters, and two souls, who reminded everyone what it means to fight for love, no matter the odds. And as Season 9 loomed on the horizon, one truth echoed louder than ever. Jamie and Claire's story still has so much more to tell. As the initial wave of excitement settled, whispers began to surface. How did it really happen? What made Heughan and Caitriona Balfe, two actors who had seemingly reached the end of their Outlander journey, decide to return for Season 9? The truth, as insiders soon revealed, was more emotional than anyone could have guessed. For years, Outlander had been more than a job for them. It was a defining chapter of their lives. But after nearly a decade of filming, both had quietly reached a crossroads. The long hours, the emotional toll of portraying Jamie and Claire's endless battles, and the constant scrutiny from both media and fans had left them exhausted. "We've lived with these characters longer than some people have been married," Caitriona once joked. But behind the humor, there was truth. Playing Claire Fraser, strong, vulnerable, timeless, had changed her. And Sam, forever etched in fans' minds as Jamie, had carried the weight of that role like a badge of honor and a burden. By the end of Season 8, both were ready to rest. Sam was exploring new ventures, his whiskey brand, his memoir, charity work, and independent film projects. Caitriona was directing and producing, embracing creative freedom away from the camera. Starz executives had even prepared for the possibility that Season 8 might be the end. Quiet goodbyes were shared on set. Cast members spoke about the end of an era. Fans mourned, believing they'd witnessed the final farewell. But something unexpected happened in the months that followed. Away from the set, both Sam and Caitriona began to feel a strange emptiness, as if a part of themselves had been left behind. "It was odd," Sam said in a recent interview. "For years, I'd wake up thinking about who Jamie was, how he'd react, how he'd love, how he'd fight. When that stopped, it felt like a silence I didn't know how to fill." Then came the message that changed everything. Caitriona, while on location for another project, received a call from the Outlander showrunner. The pitch was simple yet profound. Season 9 wouldn't just continue the story, it would complete it. The new scripts, the showrunner promised, would focus not on spectacle, but on emotion, the heart of Jamie and Claire's journey, their aging, their legacy, their love surviving the inevitable passage of time. "It won't be about how long they've lived," the producer said. "It'll be about how deeply they've loved." That idea moved Caitriona deeply. She later admitted, "It wasn't about doing another season. It was about giving Jamie and Claire the ending they truly deserve." She called Sam immediately. According to reports, their conversation lasted hours. They talked not just about the show, but about their shared memories, their first audition together, their laughter during late-night shoots, the tears they shed in scenes that felt too real. "It's strange," Sam said. "You don't realize how much a story becomes part of you until you think about letting it go forever." By the time that call ended, their decision was clear. They weren't ready to let it go, not yet. Both reached out to Starz and confirmed they would return. Within weeks, the official deal was signed. The reunion on set, according to crew members, was emotional. When they walked into the studio together for the first time, one producer shared, "The entire crew stood up and clapped. It felt like watching family come home." The first table read for Season 9 reportedly left everyone in tears. The scripts delved deeper into the psychology of Jamie and Claire, exploring the beauty and pain of growing older, the power of forgiveness, and the endurance of love through war, time, and loss. Caitriona described it as raw and poetic, while Sam called it the most powerful storytelling we've ever done. Their return wasn't just professional, it was personal. It reminded them why they began this journey in the first place. "Outlander has never just been about time travel," Sam reflected. "It's about love, in every form. Love of home, love of self, love that survives everything." Fans could sense this renewed passion. The behind-the-scenes photos showed genuine joy, the kind that comes when you're doing something that truly matters to you. When asked what fans could expect from Season 9, Caitriona smiled and said, "Closure." Not in a sad way, but in a way that makes you feel grateful it happened. And perhaps that's why this announcement resonated so deeply. It wasn't just about television's most beloved couple returning to the screen. It was about two actors, two friends, choosing to honor a story that shaped them, and to give the millions of people who followed them for years one last chance to believe in love that defies time. As filming began in the Highlands once more, Sam posted a simple message on social media: "Full circle. Thank you for still believing in us." Caitriona followed with her own note: "We're not done yet." No, they weren't. For the world of Outlander, Season 9 wasn't just a continuation, it was a promise. A promise that no matter how much time passes, Jamie and Claire, and the love they represent, will always find their way back.